There's a strange pattern happening with the iPhone 18 Pro leaks, and once you see it clearly, it stops looking like an upgrade cycle and starts looking like Apple quietly making trade-offs it doesn't want to advertise. Because this isn't just about a new phone, it's about what Apple is choosing to prioritize in 2026 and what it's willing to downgrade at the same time. And the most controversial part, it starts with the frame you hold every single day. Leaks suggest the iPhone 18 Pro and Pro Max may stick with aluminum instead of returning to titanium. And if that sounds like a small detail, it really isn't, because this is the same conversation Apple already fought through across the last few generations. Titanium was introduced as a premium shift. It felt lighter, stronger, more pro-level in hand, but it also increased manufacturing complexity and cost. Then, reports of Apple experimenting again with aluminum started surfacing in later Pro models to stabilize pricing and production efficiency. And now, according to leaker Fixed Focus Digital on Weibo, Apple is likely continuing with aluminum again for the iPhone 18 Pro series. That alone changes the perception of the device because aluminum behaves differently in the real world. It's lighter to manufacture, but it shows wear more easily. Small dents, edge marks, and surface discoloration become more visible over time, especially on lighter or glossy finishes. And this is where user reports from previous generations start to matter. Some iPhone 17 Pro users have already pointed out visible wear patterns and subtle color shifts after months of use. Apple's response, according to multiple reports, framed it as normal material behavior rather than a defect. So the message is pretty clear. This isn't a mistake, it's a design decision. Now, here's where the story gets more interesting, because Apple isn't just changing materials in isolation, it's also freezing pricing. Leaks suggest the iPhone 18 Pro lineup will stay close to the same price range as the iPhone 17 Pro series, even as component costs continue to rise globally. And that creates a very specific kind of pressure, because if the price doesn't go up and internal hardware improves, something has to absorb cost difference somewhere else in the system. And in this case, that somewhere appears to be the exterior materials. So the iPhone 18 Pro is shaping up less like a luxury redesign and more like a balancing act between cost, performance, and manufacturing scale. Now, let's talk about what you actually see first. The design reports suggest Apple is shrinking the dynamic island by roughly 30 to 35% on the Pro models. That means less visual interruption at the top of the screen and a cleaner front layout overall. It won't disappear, but it will feel less dominant, more background, less focus. And that's important because it's one of the few visible changes in a generation that's otherwise heavily focused on internal upgrades. Now, the color strategy adds another layer. Leaks point to 4 main finishes being tested: dark cherry, light blue, space gray, and silver. And the interesting shift here isn't just the colors themselves, it's the tone. Apple is aiming for dark cherry, for example, is expected to be a deeper, more muted wine shade instead of a bright or flashy finish. That lines up with a broader design direction that feels more restrained, more professional, and less experimental than recent generations. It's like Apple is slowly pulling the Pro line back towards seriousness instead of spectacle. But the real changes are still inside the phone, because the iPhone 18 Pro is expected to run on Apple's next generation chip, likely built on a more advanced 3nm class process. And while exact numbers vary across leaks, early expectations suggest around 20 to 25% better performance efficiency and significantly improved power management under sustained load. That doesn't just mean faster benchmarks, it means fewer slowdowns when the phone is under pressure for long periods. And that's where the next piece connects. The iPhone 18 Pro is widely expected to move to 12 or even 16 gigabytes of RAM depending on configuration, which is a noticeable jump from previous Pro models. And this isn't about multitasking anymore, it's about on-device AI, because Apple Intelligence features are getting heavier, not lighter. Real-time summarization, image understanding, contextual app behavior, all of it depends on memory staying available in the background. So RAM here isn't luxury, it's infrastructure for AI. Now, combine that with a more efficient chip, and you start seeing the real direction of this phone. Less wasted energy, less overheating, more sustained performance, and that leads directly into battery life.
Leaks suggest a slightly larger battery compared to the previous generation, but the real gain is expected to come from efficiency improvements across the chip and modem system. That combination is what pushes real-world endurance higher, not just raw capacity numbers. So instead of one big breakthrough, it's multiple smaller optimizations stacking together. And that's the pattern you keep seeing. Nothing here is dramatic on its own, but everything is coordinated. Battery efficiency here, slightly bigger battery there, smaller display cutout, more RAM, same price range, same material cost pressure, and when you put it all together, the iPhone 18 Pro starts to feel less like a flashy new generation and more like a system that's being carefully tuned for stability over excitement. Now, here's the uncomfortable question Apple is basically forcing users to think about without saying it directly. Would you rather have a phone that feels more premium in the hand or a phone that quietly improves everything you actually use every day, even if the outside feels a bit less luxury than before? Because Apple seems to be betting that most people won't care what it's made of, as long as it performs better, lasts longer, and costs the same. And that's the real shift here, not titanium versus aluminum, not colors or cutouts, but a Pro iPhone that is slowly becoming less about physical prestige and more about internal efficiency. And whether people accept that or push back against it might decide where Apple goes next. Now, I genuinely want to know where you stand on this. Does material still matter to you on a Pro device, or are you fully focused on performance and battery now? Drop your thoughts in the comments, because this is one of those changes that quietly divides users more than any spec upgrade ever will. And if you're following the iPhone 18 story, this is just the beginning, because the next leaks are going to be even more interesting once the camera and AI side fully come into focus.